Hello, welcome to KillCo. I am Mr. K. Today is a glorious day because I get to finally review something I thought I had, but I'm not sure now. I didn't even bother to go check before doing this. But I always talk about Wild Turkey 101 as one of my favorite bourbons, but I don't even recall if I've ever actually made a video on it. So since the Whiskey Tribe Advent Calendar has Wild Turkey 101 as today's whiskey, well, there we go. You'll see it's already half empty. I'm going to have to buy another and another and another because I really do enjoy this stuff. I don't know what it is exactly. And I have my Drink More Bourbon, Glencairn, because those two are the ones who have helped me in my bourbon adventure, while the Whiskey Tribe itself has been more about the Scotch and the Irish part of my whiskey learning. But if I ever had any questions about bourbon, I went to them, and I thank them for that, and they know that. But with this one, I don't know what I'm going to say exactly about it, because it's hard to criticize something that you know you love. I mean, it's just, I like the whiskey a lot. I have for probably over a year now, and it has helped me get through some rough times, I guess. I mean, it hasn't. I don't use it as a coping mechanism, but I really like it. You can tell it's half gone already. I'm gonna have to buy another bottle before next year, probably. Oh yes, and it does that. Has a wonderful cork pop. Here we are. Only a little, because again, as I've said in the past few videos, I'm currently involved in a theatrical performance, and I don't have much time even to edit this. There's one thing I really liked about my original Advent Calendar videos, where I would just record them and post them online with no thought whatsoever, really. I didn't have to edit them. In this case, I started editing just for continuity and because there's been a few times I started to call for little things like that. Anyway, the first thing I want to do, the Whiskey app that I've been using, I don't know, I feel like I'm promoting this, but I realized a few videos ago that it was easier for me to get tasting notes for, my brain, because I can say stuff, but a lot of it's becoming the same, especially with bourbons. It's like, oh, it's brown sugar, oh, it's caramel, it's this and that and the other thing. Getting a different smell. I don't know if it's the time of day or the fact that I'm stressed or the glass being clean or what. I think it's because the glass is cleaned recently. Not like recently today, but it is a clean glass. It might have that kind of weird residue that some dishwashers leave on glasses. That's kind of why I don't like using dishwashers with Glencairns. I feel like they leave some residue. Ah, there we go. Brown sugar's in the back. Plus I'm a little congested, I think. Not helping me. It's pretty much all, brown sugar to me as far as the smell goes. And it's very inviting. Since that's all I'm getting and that's all I really know, let's check the app so I can give some actual notes so people can shut up about it. Yeah, that's what I figured. Cinnamon, huh? For the nose profile, there's vanilla, caramel, and cinnamon and honey. I don't get any cinnamon or honey. I will agree with caramel. But again, that's like a typical bourbon note that most people will get. The official notes, oh, they're actually official notes. The color, that's right. That is a wonderful color for a bourbon. It is that amber color, but they say a rich amber. Why it's rich, I don't know, but lucky it. Ugh. For the nose, officially, it's vanilla wood, white pepper. White pepper, wow. Lush fruit, deep but soft. Deep but soft for a nosing. I've been using terms like that too lately, and I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me when I say, oh, it's soft. How does it smell soft? Soft is a sensation, like a touching sensation, a physical sensation. Why is it a smell now? Ah! The joys of whiskey, basically. Initial bite. Ooh, I love it. A little peppery, burning on the way down as usual. Lingering in a good way. I've been getting a weird chocolate note lately. I think it's a dark chocolate. I don't know why. I didn't get that before. But I do recall having a specific bourbon months ago at the tasting with Rex and Daniel. And it was right at the end, so I didn't remember what it was. It was like the last one I had. And it was dark chocolate, straight up. I went, wow, I've never tasted anything like this before. And ever since, I've been getting that same thing out of bourbons I drink. It's weird. I'm going to have to figure out what it is someday because Daniel was right there with me when he was trying it, but I don't remember what it was because it was after the whole tasting was about to close. And, by then, memory is a little fuzzy. I wasn't drunk, but that was a whirlwind of a whiskey tasting and, meeting the people who inspired me to do this, basically. So, there are things I remember and things I don't. I have memory issues as it is. Now, let's see what this thing says for tastes. So we can get something a little more specific than kind of tastes like chocolate, peppery, Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I don't know how people don't like this. I mean, I know how. They have a different tongue, basically. It's just unfortunate, but also fortunate. Spicy, that's one that's used. Yeah, it's basic bourbon notes. That's the problem. I wanted to not give some of these notes, and here they are. Vanilla, cinnamon, oak, caramel, spicy, honey. Yes, that is a bourbon. All of those notes are found in so many bourbons, it's not even funny. And that's, what I wanted to avoid, but apparently I'm right. I do get the vanilla. I do not get much cinnamon. I would say that's more pepper for me. Caramel, that's definitely something you get on the way it feels in your mouth and how it sticks, and the sweetness, I guess, although I still want to say brown sugar. Spicy, why do people say spicy? What does that mean, spicy? Maybe it's just because it's high proof. I don't know. And now the finish. That's the one thing I'm still learning how to figure out. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. Oak, cinnamon, pepper, and spicy. These are the community notes, by the way. This is just what people randomly punch in. The official notes are the ones I like to look at because that's what they want you to say, kind of. But I like to look at that last after I've looked at everything else. Because again, this is a very good bourbon, and it is what I have personally put as like the standard for the bourbons I enjoy. This is it. Starts here. Everything else shifts in one way or another, either for better or for worse from this bottle for me, personally. I've had conversations with people who are like, well, fuck Wild Turkey 101, it's garbage. I'm like, really? Why? Because it's $25 or because you're an asshole about it? That was a funny incident. And thankfully, I managed to talk that person down in a sense and be like, hey, you know what? My mouth is not your mouth, right? And I found out he was a chef. And that was the easiest thing he could have told me, is that he is a chef. I'm like, then you understand that everyone has a different taste profile. Dumbass. Once I got that across, he shut the hell up. So I don't like shutting people down, but they're being snobby. Sometimes I have to be, a bastard. Little less magnificent, more of a bastard when people get snobby. But not in an aggressive way, never in a confrontational way, just in a sort of, well, why do you think that sort of way? Let them talk. That's what they want to do. All right, enough about that. The nose, but about taste. Caramel, oak, vanilla, and hints of nutmeg. Cinnamon and cloves. Cloves, yeah. I can get that. That's probably what that spicy means. It doesn't mean hot spicy. It means that, like a Christmas spice-ish kind of thing with the cloves. Yeah. I don't go around chewing on cloves, but I get what they mean. That helps. That's the one reason I wanted to review this, and why I don't look at this until I'm recording, is so I can get the same kind of experience and the knowledge, and they're like, oh yes, this and that and the other thing. That's the kind of thing I like about whiskey, is the learning more about it as you sip it. That's why I enjoy it so much, is just being like, this is something new or something old, and what else can I find out about it, or what else can I experience? That's why I like using this app. That's why I like doing these videos. That's why I like sharing these videos, so other people can watch these and be like, do I get that too? Or, hey, I've never tried that. Maybe I should try it now. That kind of thing. That's the idea of this whole channel, is just to make people go out and try whiskey, because whiskey is lovely for me. Finish. Long, supple, and clean. I don't know what that last part means. And clean. It's like, well, it's not dirty, but what the... Another one of the wordings where it's like, well, it's a clean is a... All right. It has body notes, too. Medium body with rough texture. It packs a punch. Yes, it does pack a punch. That's part of why I like it. I actually usually add ice to this because of that. Anyway, I got to edit this real quick before I go, because we got a double today. 2 shows in one day. And I got to get through that. And I had wanted to do this video tonight, but I was too tired. So hopefully I'll get this out today. And until next time, launch it. I'm going to drink a good amount of whiskey today, just so we're clear. 2 shows.